1960 saw the greatest winter sports spectacle ever staged on the North American continent, the Winter Olympics at Squaw Valley, California. America's first gold medal at Squaw Valley was won by skating queen Carol Heiss. The 1960 Kentucky Derby was the thriller in the great tradition of the Run for the Roses. 13 3-year-olds going for turf glory. Stretch with Bellyache out front, but Venetian Wave was drawing up and going on to take a commanding lead and carry jockey Bill Hartack first across the finish in fine style. At Denver, the U.S. Open, played in the shadow of the Rockies, saw Arnold Palmer sink an incredible putt. Coming from 7 strokes behind, Palmer showed nerves of steel and a will of granite as he battled to win the U.S. Open. Sensational rally adds the Open crown to Palmer's earlier Masters victory. Golfing's Man of the Year. On the diamond, the Pittsburgh Pirates came up against the Yankees in the World Series. Yogi Berra came to bat in the final game and blasted a 3-run homer to put New York in the lead 6-4 in the 6th inning. A thrilling series was fast moving to an incredible climax. Pittsburgh was battling fiercely for its first World Championship in 35 years, and the Pirates fans never wavered. Then a double play ball hopped freakishly to hit Yankee Tony Kubek in the throat, and instead of being out, 2 men were on base. After that reprieve, the lead seesawed until the bottom of the 10th, when Bill Mazeroski slammed the 4-bagger to end the game and the series with victory for the Pirates. Last time the Pirates played in the series, the Yanks had won 4 straight. That was 1927. Now in 1960, sweet revenge. A Cinderella story of baseball, and the hometown fans went berserk with joy. Boston Garden, the final game in the hard-fought NBA Championship Series with 14,000 jamming the arena as the Boston Celtics, white, meet the St. Louis Hawks in dark in the final and deciding game. Bob Cousy with the ball here plays one of the greatest games in a brilliant career. Stay with the Celtics right through the first quarter. Then the Celtics move ahead. Watch Cousy, drive under, missed the hoop, shot after shot, misses. Then Cousy gets the ball and connects. Earlier in the series, he was in a slump, but tonight is Bob Cousy night as a scorer and as a playmaker. The Hawks are battling valiantly to catch up, but the Celtics are in unbeatable form. Right down to the final tick of the clock, the Celtics dominate the play. The final score, a decisive 122 to 103, and the man of the hour is Bob Cousy. Who else? At New York's Coliseum, the 4th International Automobile Show with cars from the U.S. and 9 foreign countries. Idea cars, dreams of the future. Dreams come true, such as this super economical midget with its crosswise motor. Dreams of glory with gold replacing commonplace chrome. Dreams of golden days gone by. And representing the American industry, a panorama including current models from the everyday to the extraordinary. And dream cars that may foreshadow the actualities on the roads of tomorrow. A show with something for everybody. 15-year-old singing sensation receives the highest tribute of the world of discs. As Decca Executive Vice President Leonard Schneider looks on, President Milton Rackmill presents to Brenda Lee a gold record symbolizing the sale of 1 million copies of her song, I'm Sorry. It's the nation's #1 hit, so what's for a little girl from Tennessee to be sorry about? At Fort Dix, New Jersey, Sergeant Elvis Presley is mustered out after 2 years of Army service. The rock and roll idol of millions is back on the scene. Among his greeters, Nancy Sinatra. Elvis is glad as can be to be back and eager to start singing. He's also nearly interested in becoming a serious actor. The Army's loss may be the drama's gain. Who knows?
At the Pantages Theater, it's Hollywood's big night, the 32nd Annual Oscar Awards, with a dazzling crowd of London's great names packing the house, and the attention of the nation focused on the ceremonies. Susan Hayward announces the award for Best Actor.
Paul Muni, The Last Angry Man, and James Stewart, Anatomy of a Murder. Charlton Heston, Ben-Hur.
Rock Hudson names nominees and winner of the award for Best Actress.
And Elizabeth Taylor for Suddenly Last Summer. Simone Signoret, room at the top.
Final results in the elections that mean most to the movie industry.
In 1960, Psycho didn't win any Oscars, but it did scare millions. Mr. Hitchcock will demonstrate why.
In that window on the second floor, the single one in front, that's where the woman was first seen. Let's go inside. You see, even in daylight, this place still looks a bit sinister. Now, it was at the top of these stairs that the second murder took place. She came out of the door there and met the victim at the top. Of course, in a flash, there was the knife, and in no time, the victim tumbled and fell with a horrible crash. I think the back broke immediately and hit the floor. It's difficult to describe the way that the twisting of the all tidied up. The bathroom. Well, they've cleaned all this up now. Big difference. You should have seen the blood. The whole place was, well, it's too horrible to describe. Dreadful. And I'll tell you, there's a very important clue was found here. Down there. Well, the murderer, you see, crept in here very slowly. Of course, the shower was on, there was no sound, and
In 1960, Hollywood lost one of its greatest stars.
Hollywood bids farewell to Clark Gable. Director Frank Capra and Keenan Wynn are among his friends and colleagues attending the dignified military rites. James Stewart was one of the pallbearers. Spencer Tracy, another, paying his respects to the King. And the Air Force, in which Gable served as a major in World War II, was officially represented. Dead at the age of 59 of a heart condition, Gable had been for 30 years one of Hollywood's greatest stars and romantic leads. His widow is expecting a child in March. Had Gable lived, it would have been his first.